in the sunlight, in the blue sky, where the birds fly. Oh, how this feels right.
From WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A.
Days that I've fallen in love. Tell me what you see.
Our guest this week is the sunny and soulful SolDial from Chicago. They blend neo-soul, R&B, and jazz with a live performance recorded in WNIJ's Studio A. We'll hear that this hour and talk with saxophonist Nathan Ryder and vocalist Ayana Brown-Bay. They've been getting ready for the release of their debut EP, which comes out this week. We'll get the first listen with SolDial coming up this hour on Sessions from Studio A, right after these headlines from NPR.
Do I wait? Time is only passing me by, and I still wonder if I told you I need you by my side, would you have stayed? But I know that you don't want to figure it all out if I am taking up your time and I'm still around.
Welcome to Sessions from Studio A on WNIJ. Sessions from Studio A is a showcase for some of the best original music in Northern Illinois, Southern Wisconsin, and beyond. We record local and touring artists and bring the performances to you wherever you're listening from. This week, we welcome SolDial to Studio A. Their debut record is set for release this Friday, and the band stopped by to play songs from that album live. We'll also talk with the band later on, but first, this is SolDial with Carry On, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A.
In the sunlight, in the blue sky, where the birds fly. Oh, how this feels right. In the sunlight, where the mood's right, I'm reminded of the ways that I've fallen in love. Tell me what you see, and why don't you breathe it all in? Living with some ease, it's easier to wait on the ground when you look up and stay and carry on now. Carry on now. Carry on now. Carry on now. So when there's a gray cloud, the shadows a dull sky, but sometimes you feel with doubt, you'll still be alright. Let your mountains move for you and part away so you see the day. The grass is always greener when you kick off your shoes. Ooh, tell me what you see, and why don't you breathe it all in? Living with some ease, it's easier to wait on the ground. Won't you look up and say, carry on now. Carry on now. Carry on now. Carry on now. Been wandering off somewhere, couldn't see I would have got this far. Now I know I can. I am capable. It was hard to show it, so they never stopped to understand. I'll believe it, a change of plans. For me, I will only just do the rest now. I'm on it too incredible. I feel it ache in my bones. I know I'm meant to be here. I'm breaking these walls down. Anything, yeah, I can take it if you throw it my way. I got God on my side. And I know who I am. I'll remind myself that I'm meant to be the greatest, only that I can see. I'll believe it. I can fly as high as I want to. Yeah, I'm on it too incredible. I feel it ache in my bones. I know I'm meant to be here. I'll breathe it in. It's all powerful. There's more that takes of my soul. I know I'm meant to be here. I'm on it too incredible. I feel it ache in my bones. I know I'm meant to be here. I'll breathe it in. It's all powerful. There's more that takes of my soul. I know I'm meant to be here. I want more, trust that I can, I will soar beyond the sun. Is my open door, living my truth. From now on, I'll be moving forward. Trust that I can, I will soar beyond the sun. Is my open door, living my truth. From now on, I'll be been wandering off somewhere. Should have seen I would have got this far. Now I know I can. I am capable.
This is Sessions from Studio A, and you just heard SolDial performing live here in Studio A, and we're here now with SolDial. Thanks so much for coming out to DeKalb and playing with us in Studio A, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Can you each introduce yourself and then tell us what you're playing here in the band today?
So my name is Ayana Brown Bay. I'm the lead vocalist and songwriter.
My name is Nathan Ryder. I play saxophone mainly and also do a lot of songwriting, arranging, and the likes.
And Ayana, can you introduce us to the rest of the band too that couldn't join us for the interview today? Let's give the whole band a shout out.
For sure. So who we have on the drums is Rachel Chopsui on the drums. We have Gordon Walters on the bass, Grayson Nye on keys, Kyle Paul on guitar. Yeah.
That's the squad.
Yeah, that's everyone. Nathan Ryder, saxophone, Ayana Brown Bay
on the vocals.
Hey.
So let's get a little of the background of this band. I know you released some music solo just under your own name in the past. In one of the songs you did today, As I Am, you released in the past under your own name.
Yes.
But then how did SolDial come to be? Give us some of the history of the band here.
SolDial. Well, I actually started the band with a friend, and basically he just said, okay, we should start a band. I'm like, okay, but I was a little anxious about it. I was in a band before, but it was called Wrong People. And it didn't continue, but I'm like, okay, sure, we'll do it. And then next thing you know, he posted about it on Instagram, and it was just like, okay, now it's official. We have to do it. So,
Instagram official.
Yeah, we've played with, exactly. We've played with many different people. There are a lot of people in the collective. But yeah, SolDial basically just means soul, S-O-L, for sun.
Right.
So, sundial, but we changed it to soul. And basically it's about shining light on the present moment in time and allowing yourself to reflect, feel, and connect with others and yourself. Just being in the moment and recognizing like your own growth and acknowledging your worth. So that's what I want to do through this music, through SolDial, is show people who they are and what they're worth, and like you're pretty cool. So you're here with us. Let's connect. Let's listen to music. Let's play music together. Let's just be human. So that's the meaning for me.
I love that.
Thank you.
I want to get even more of your background, Ayana. How long have you been singing for?
Oh, since I was a wee child. I think 7. But I was singing in church growing up. I did gospel choir. But I remember the specific moment where I really started, like I realized I like doing this. Mm-hmm. I had a notebook that I still have that I would write lyrics in, like gospel song lyrics in. And I was singing this song by CeCe Winans called He's Concerned. And I was in the kitchen, and I was looking at the lyrics that I wrote down because I listened to the song and like just scribed all the lyrics, and I was just singing that in the kitchen. And I think that's when I realized I really love this. I want to keep doing it. Yeah, so I did gospel choir growing up, and singing in particular is my way of connecting with myself and God, and it helps me breathe. Like it helps me, I guess, understand my emotions. A lot of times I might get frustrated or irritated, or I have like a emotion that feels a little anxious or negative. But then as soon as I sing, like just it's all released and I feel like myself.
Maybe I've been hearing the wrong thing. Well, now I know. And in the moment, thought I could be all that you wanted, but you didn't feel the need. that you showed me, the I don't know as you told me. I hoped you to work it out, 'cause I'm worth it all. But you weren't ready, no, ready for me. Never ready for me. Never ready for me. Never ready for me. Never ready for me. Are you ready for me? 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 Have you noticed that I made it out through the storm? I should have known that you were too far behind. And how I waited so long for you to catch up to what I want. I'll move on until you figure it out.
SolDial, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. Check out their debut album coming out tomorrow on streaming services. We're getting the first listen here tonight. And you can check out behind-the-scenes video from that last song, Never Are You Ready, over on the WNIJ YouTube channel. Also find more from SolDial over on Instagram. That's SOL_DIAL. And stay tuned with us. There's more music and conversation coming up here on Sessions from Studio A.
It was hard to show it, so they never stopped to understand. I was
This is Sessions from Studio A. We're hearing a live recording with SolDial as they get ready to release their debut EP on Friday. They blend neo-soul, jazz, and R&B styles. Lead vocalist and founder of the band, Ayanna Brown Bay, told us her favorite three artists are Marvin Gaye, Outkast, and James Blake, an eclectic mix of influences we hear in SolDial's blending of styles. This next one is Missin' Out, and we'll hear a little hip-hop influence as well on this one. It's SolDial on Sessions from Studio A.
Do I wait? Time is only passing me by, and I still wonder if I told you I need you by my side, would you have stayed? But I know that you don't wanna figure it all out if I am taking up your time and I'm still around. You know your independence, I'm sure that I could fit in, but we need to be alone and find space. I'll just say that you'll be missing now. You'll be missing now. You'll be missing out. You'll be missing out. Is it safe to say that I wish that I could have you and to claim your name would you claim mine? But that scares you inside, cause you're the fruit of your environment with too much pride. So just take your time, you're a friend of mine. Though I wish this could be different in another life. Yeah, this kinda hurts, but I know what I'm worth. And all I gotta say is you'll be missing out. You'll be missing out. You'll be missing out. You'll be missing out. How I wish I could get there soon. Hope that I will, my words, they stay true. But then sometimes I find it hard to move, 'cause I'm stuck in this bed with next week blues. Oh, I hope when I hit the ground running, in my voice it'll make that glorious sound. 'Cause I've landed on something so profound. But right now I'm still in next week blues. And I'll eventually get up now. And I'll see what I believe once my feet touch the ground. I'll start walking towards the sun, back to where I'm from. When I'm here, this feels like
supposed to be. No one knows it but me. But I'm sure they can feel it. I have gathered all my notes to know this song is all I needed. And I'm sure they can see it. I am worth it all and everything. These words I will receive it. When I'm here, it feels like I'm supposed to be. No one knows it but me. But I'm sure they can see it. When I'm here, this feels like I'm supposed to be. And no one knows it but me. But I'm shy.
Both of you have kind of this strong jazz influence, it seems like. Have you always listened to jazz or been influenced by jazz?
I listen to a little bit of everything, but I know as an adult I need to expand my music taste because I tend to go back to the same three influences. For me, it's Marvin Gaye, Outkast, and James Blake. I always just end up going back to them when I don't know what else to listen to.
I'm the same way, though, and for me, it's Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, and the Beatles.
Yeah, like I listened to jazz, but I couldn't say that I have like a strong background in jazz, but I pick up on sounds and whatever, like music, it's an emotion for me. So if I like the emotion that it gives me, then I remember that style, and I try to imitate it with my voice when it comes to like singing or vocal work.
We kind of gravitate towards playing with folks who also have that kind of background, which I think really encourages our bandmates to make up a word to like partify the song and like really create a part on their instrument that suits the song and complements the other parts that people are playing. And yeah, we trust people's ears, and I think we find people who hear similarly to us. But yeah, not to understate the importance of that influence in our sound, and like for sure it's all there, and a big part of my background in like composing and arranging is pretty much all influenced from that perspective.
Did you kind of have a style you wanted to go for, or tell us a little bit about finding the sound of the group?
I feel like we're still finding it,
Yeah.
to be honest. It's getting more solidified, but I think we're going more
off of songs that we feel like, that we like. We're creating things that we like and that we want to listen to.
I would say, just to add on to that, like at the real beginning of this group, and at least like especially when I started playing with y'all, which was maybe after your first or second show, we had this jam session going at the Golden Dagger in Chicago at that point, which was just like kind of building this scene of people who kind of played, I mean, not to say that we were building that scene, but we were like finding that scene of people who played like us and improvised in a similar style and felt grooves the same way.
There was really a like community coming out of it, which is really nice.
And that's how we met Chop. That's how we met pretty much everyone that we're playing with right now.
That's
at least
great.
Personally, I for sure met all of those people
Same.
at the Golden Dagger, including you.
Okay. That was something I wanted to ask about, was kind of the music scene in Chicago right now, and in the scene that you guys are involved in. It sounds like it's doing pretty well over there.
Doing well. Yeah, so our jam session now that we've been hosting has moved over to a club called the California Clipper.
Yeah.
So we've been able to kind of keep that community alive and keep that energy and momentum going.
You guys host the jam?
We host the jam every other month. So the next one at this point is going to be
Every other last Tuesday.
Yes,
Gotcha.
last
So, like,
Tuesday of May.
8th
We'll
or
be at the
6th,
California
I don't know.
Clipper.
Cool.
If you're listening and you're a musician and you would like to jam with us in Chicago on
Come
that day,
through.
we'd love to see you.
I wanted to ask if, because you guys are a fairly newer group. You haven't been around for too long. Is there any plans to do any recording, an album, or any singles or anything soon? Drum roll.
Okay.
The big reveal.
Yeah, so about a little less than a year ago, like last summer, throughout the summer, we were in the studio getting 3 of our songs down, which we played all 3 of them on our set, so you've heard them once. They will be released, I'll say, by the end of the spring. You can be expecting to stream those songs on the internet.
Talk a little bit about that recording process, going in the studio and getting these tracks down.
It was a long day. But it was
we
fun.
did it all in one day.
Yeah, it was
It was
fun.
packed.
Well, yeah, because we had 2 sessions. One session, was it 2 or 3? One session we had for just recording the instruments, getting the instrument, like getting the instruments down. And then we had to have another session to record vocals, like on a different day. And that was another like 5-hour day. The first one was 8 hours.
I think so.
Yeah. The second
But
one was 5
like
hours.
time isn't real when you're in the studio.
You are hearing from my talk with Ayanna Brown Bay and Nathan Ryder of SolDial on Sessions from Studio A. The band's debut EP comes out this Friday. You can find it streaming on Spotify and Apple Music. And check out more from the band over on their Instagram, SOL_DIAL. Stay tuned for more coming up. It's SolDial this hour on Sessions from Studio A.
Now, carry on now.
This is Sessions from Studio A on WNIJ. Let's get right back into our session with SolDial, recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. Their debut EP comes out tomorrow, but we're getting a first listen at some of the songs here on Sessions from Studio A. This next one is After This. It's SolDial, recorded live.
I've been at the end of my rope for a long time. Didn't know how to talk about it, but after this I know I'll be fine. I've been having my eyes paralyzed, watching the end of my line. It's so hard to stay in the moment, but after all I'm focused on my time. I'm ready to finally live. I know after this, no longer will I keep me down. I have the whole world to give. It will all feel so different. Pray I won't miss it. I hope I'm not tempted to. Lord, won't you help me through? My soul I will answer to. There's a very strange vibration. It's piercing me right through the core. It says, turn around, you fool. You know you love them more and more. Tell me why. Is it so? Don't wanna let you go. I never can say goodbye, boy. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. I never can say goodbye, boy. Never can say goodbye. Never can say goodbye. Never can say goodbye. I keep thinking that our problems soon are all gonna work out. It's that same unhappy feeling. It's that anguish. It's that doubt. It's that same old dizzy hang-up. Can't do with you or without. Tell me why. Is it so? Don't wanna let you go. I never can say goodbye, boy. I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. I never can say goodbye, boy. I never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. And I never can say goodbye to you, my darling. No, I can't. 'Cause I love you. Oh, I love you, yes I do. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 I cannot ever say goodbye.
What are some future upcoming plans for the band as we get into summer of this year? What's coming up for you guys?
So for sure, we're gonna be releasing our EP, and there's gonna be like a whole EP release show for
There'll
it.
be a party about it.
Yeah, we'll release the information on that. But yeah, we plan to just keep playing this summer, and eventually I'd like to tour. So
Yeah, so if anybody needs a band to join you with on the road, take SolDial.
yeah, we're here.
Here we go. And where can people go to find more about you guys, follow you guys?
Yeah,
Give us the plugs.
on Instagram we are at SOL_DIAL_ SolDial. And if you'd like to follow us individually, we have, you want to say yours?
Yeah, my name is Nathan Ryder. Reider is my last name. On Instagram, I go by the name Good Old Reliable Nathan. So you can find me there.
And I'm at Ayana.Brownbay. No hyphen there.
Well, Ayana, Nathan, and all of SolDial, thank you so much for coming out to DeKalb and playing with us in Studio A today. It was a great set. Thanks
you.
again.
Yeah, great time today. Thanks for having
you.
us.
I was wondering, do you want to would you take me as I am? I know I have my flaws, but can this love be unconditional? I felt it in the past. I always want a love I know will last. So all I ask is that you take me as I am. I've been changing. It's different when you feel it for yourself. Can you appreciate the time it took for me to find my love for you? But could you send it back? And only if it doesn't drive you mad. So all I ask is that you take me as I am. I've been changing. It's different when you feel it for yourself. Can you appreciate the time it took for me to find my love for you? But could you send it back? And only if it doesn't drive you mad. So all I ask is that you take me as I am. So all I ask is that you take me as I am. So all I ask is that you take me as I
SolDial, closing out their live performance on Sessions from Studio A. Their debut EP comes out on Friday, so be sure to check that out for more from the band, find that on streaming services, and follow the band on Instagram at SOL_DIAL_ to keep up with show dates and more from them. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios by yours truly and Mike Lundgren. I'm Spencer Tritt, and thanks so much for joining us this week on Sessions from Studio A.